Hello and welcome in. I'm Amy of AJC Magic TV. I do welcome everyone. Just doing a 13 question quick trivia. I know at 3 p.m. there's going to be Nerd Talk on What in the World with Russ's channel. So go join them. They're talking about the latest Disney Plus movies and Marvel and Star Wars items that are coming to Disney Plus and probably some other streaming services. So don't forget to check out 3 p.m. Nerd Talk on What in the World with Russ. He does that with This Our Dreams, Kenzie Days, and Tracy Glenn, Kenzie Days' dad. So go and enjoy that. I know Pete McDevitt is out doing his football streams, covering all the NFL playoff games today. I know my Steelers play at 8 p.m. against the Cleveland Browns. I know there's various Browns fans out there. Good luck. I know for me, I'm hoping the Steelers pull it out. It'll be pretty much an embarrassment to the Steelers if they lose to the Browns, especially with Ben and everybody back in the saddle. So hopefully the right Pittsburgh Steelers show up to the game and not the ones that always show up 2 minutes before the game's over. So, oh, yes, I'm pretty critical of my Steelers. I shouldn't be, but hey, they get the millions. Let's get out there and play and be ready. So, I'm going to go ahead and just get started with the movie trivia. That way, if you're watching the replay, you can play along and try to guess the answers. Leave your answers in the comments or leave a comment. Also, if you're enjoying the trivia stream, hit that thumbs up button. Um, that way, it does help out the channel. If you didn't like what you see, hey, a thumbs down's okay. You still interacted with my channel, and that's okay. I love all the interaction. It just keeps helping the channel move and grow and everything else. So, and also, if you're new to the channel, check out all our videos and everything and consider subscribing. We talk about Disney, we go to Disney, we show around Pennsylvania. We also show merchandise haul from Disney or pins. So go and check all that out. It's a fun time. And I do thank you for all the support. So I know this is a surprise stream. So we'll just go ahead and get started here in a moment. And like I said, I will leave the questions or say them slowly so that way you can watch them if you're watching the replay and be able to answer the questions. If you're watching the replay. Sorry about that. I'm just wanting to pull up the other chat here and we'll get started. They are 13 movie trivia questions. So if you like movies, the movie trivia is good to try and answer. And don't forget to share out the stream. It is much appreciated that you share out the stream. Sorry about that. I'm just getting my questions and everything together. And here we go. Welcome in DWG Rhonda Lee. Yeah, I noticed that probably because I dropped some. I know what's doing it is probably the shorts, and then people get notified for them. And considering that I dropped some shorts early this morning, there's probably no notification. That's why I'm kind of trying to share it out, and that's why I haven't started with the trivia yet. So, and I'm not really expecting a lot of people. I know it's the middle of the afternoon. If you're a football fan, you're sitting in front of the TV watching football. I know I'll be there watching 8 p.m. football against your Browns. So, so yeah, and then I know, like I said, I'm gonna hurry up and do these 13 questions because I know Nerd Talk comes on at 3 p.m. So I don't want to step on those guys. Sorry. Ooh. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting a little bit to see, but I also want to try to end by 3 there. Believe me, Rhonda, it'll be an embarrassment. I mean, I know the Cleveland Browns have been coming on strong there, but for the Steelers, if they don't show up like they sometimes don't do, they're in trouble, and it'll be embarrassment to them. Not to say that you guys aren't doing well, but for the Steelers, man, they sat everybody last week. So yeah, yeah, this it's hard to say. Welcome in, Francisco. Thank you for joining. Yeah, that's true, but I'm sure with the way they have their schedule, plus I believe the national championship game is on Monday night. I think that's what Pete said on his stream earlier. Welcome in, Karki and Francisco and Rhonda. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Welcome in, Monarch Moments. Um, because I just okay, yes, you're 3 hours behind us, so enjoy your church service. But I'm going to go ahead and read the questions and see if you guys can answer them. And I know also I don't want to step on Nerd Talk that comes on at 3 p.m. So let's get started and we'll see what you know. So, who was the first cartoon character to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Who was the first cartoon character to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? And I know James Ryan, he's also a Browns fan. And Rhonda, you got it with Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse was the first cartoon character to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So 1 point to you. Welcome to the board. What was John Wayne's first starring role? So you have to know John Wayne movies. What was John Wayne's first starring role? And I actually got this trivia questions out of like a newsletter that gets printed once a month. So some of the questions might be hard because I would even have known the John Wayne one had I not had the answers in front of me. What was John Wayne's first starring role? No problem. But John Wayne's first starring role was Blake Coleman in The Big Trail from 1930. Blake Coleman in The Big Trail from 1930. I should have grabbed the ring so you could see me a little bit better. Yeah, I would have never gotten that one. I only know a few of his Western names. Okay, question number 3. In which musical directed by Vincente Minnelli does Judy Garland sing the Trolley Song? Okay, thank you. In which musical directed by Vincente Minnelli does Judy Garland sing the Trolley Song? Yeah, it's not the Wizard of Oz because they didn't have a trolley in the Wizard of Oz. If anybody out there that knows musicals, and which musical directed by Vincente Minnelli does Judy Garland sing the Trolley Song? And I'll give a few moments in case there's somebody watching in the ninja mode and come in and give the answer. But I do appreciate everyone who's watching. If you are enjoying it, please hit that thumbs up button. It does help out the channel. And if you're new watching, go check out all our other videos and live streams and consider subscribing. We have a good time, and I'll hopefully be someday going back to the parks and getting to go live there. But the answer to number 3, the question is, in which musical directed by Vincente Minnelli does Judy Garland sing the Trolley Song? The answer is Meet Me in St. Louis. Meet Me in St. Louis. Okay, let's go on to question number 4. Question number 4. Which 80s movie spawned 6 sequels and a TV series? Oh, no problem, Karki. I'm sure the weekends and being a teacher and all that stuff, I'm sure it's something that you need to keep up with. Which 80s movie spawned 6 sequels and a TV series? And it's not Aliens. It's kind of a goofy series that they just kept putting out new sequels and sequels. And it was just kind of ridiculous. I think after the first 2, it was like, really? You're doing more of them? And then they did do a television series, I remember, but I don't remember really watching it. Yeah, you probably do know it after I say the answer. And you got it, Rhonda. It is Police Academy. So, which 80s movie spawned 6 sequels and a TV series? It is Police Academy. So, way to go, Rhonda. Okay, here we go. Next question. Which 80s movie was the highest grossing film of the decade? Which 80s movie was the highest grossing film of the decade? Welcome in, brother from another brick. Thank you for joining. And I'll give clues if nobody can guess because I know you have to do that. Can't answer these questions. I'm young still, but I'm listening. Okay, thank you, brother from another brick. It's not Beverly Hills Cop. You'll be kind of surprised, but it did bring out a popularity in a candy. Which 80s movie was the highest grossing film of the decade? Hello, what in the world with Russ? Thank you for joining. And Rhonda gets it again with E.T. With E.T. It brought out the Reese's Pieces. You may be surprised some 80s culture bleeds through. Yeah, I had to give some type of clue because that didn't really give too much of an answer unless you're a movie buff and do movie trivia. So I'm going to watch that later this afternoon. Yeah, it's an enjoyable movie. It's it's fairly enjoyable. I enjoyed the ride at Universal also. But which 80s movie was the highest grossing film of the decade? It was E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Good movie. Welcome in, Russ. If you want to put your link in for Nerd Talk, you can. Okay, question number 6. Julie Andrews made her feature film debut in which Disney movie? Welcome in, Penguin Master. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Number 6, Julie Andrews made her feature film debut in which Disney film? And Rhonda gets it again with Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins. Thank you, Russ. Okay, here we go. Next question, number 7. Question 7. Which 1997 film stars Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, and John Malkovich? Which 1997 film stars Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, and John Malkovich? Not Ghost Rider. I know this. It's the gun one. I can't remember the name though. I know it took place on an airplane most of part of the film. Which 1997 film stars Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, and John Malkovich? And Rhonda and Russ get it with Con Air. Con Air. Way to go, Russ and Rhonda. It is Con Air. Way to go. Okay, question number 8. What was the first animated feature film to be nominated for a Best Picture Oscar? What was the first animated feature film to be nominated for a Best Picture Oscar? Not Monsters Inc. or Toy Story. It's actually a Walt Disney film. What was the first animated feature film to be nominated for a Best Picture Oscar? Go later in the years. It's not any of those. I would go later in the years. I know if Kenzie Days was here, she would get it. And Russ comes in with the question with the answer Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Number 8 was, what was the first animated feature film to be nominated for a Best Picture Oscar? It was Disney's Beauty and the Beast. And Russ got the answer. Way to go, Russ. Okay, here we go. Question number 9. Yeah, these are all over the place type of questions. But here we go. Question 9. Which movie made the line, "I'm serious and don't call me Shirley," famous? Bonus points if you know what character spoke it. Which movie made the line, "I'm serious and don't call me Shirley," famous? Bonus points if you know what character spoke it. And Rhonda gets the movie of Airplane. It is Leslie Nielsen. Airplane, Dr. Rumack, Leslie Nielsen. So you get the bonus points. Okay, moving on to question number 10. In which film does Tom Hanks' character befriend a volleyball named Wilson? In which film does Tom Hanks' character befriend a volleyball named Wilson? And you got it with Castaway. It is Castaway. So Russ and Rhonda. I've not seen that though. It's been a while since I've seen Castaway, but I did see it a couple times when it came out or closer to that time when it did come out. I did go see it at the theater and then watched it later on. But it is Castaway. Happy Sunday, T-Town. Mary Ellen, thank you for joining. I'm doing a 13-question movie trivia. I have 3 more questions left, and then I will probably end the stream, but thank you for dropping in. You can try and guess the last 3. And also catch the replay if you'd like to catch what other questions there are. That's the way Jeff yells for Angela. Wilson! But here we go. Question 11. From which movie is the quote, "Carpe diem, boys, seize the day, make your lives extraordinary," and what character said it? Yeah, Adrian. And Russ gets it with Dead Poet Society. And do you know the character that said it? Oops, sorry. Question 11. From which movie is the quote, "Carpe diem, boys, seize the day, make your lives extraordinary," and what character said it? Yeah, Robin Williams said it. The actor Robin Williams, and if you know his character name, and Russ gets it with John Keating, Robin Williams. So way to go, Russ. So it was Dead Poet Society, John Keating, Robin Williams. That's one of my favorite movies. There's a lot of younger actors and stuff in there, but I really love that movie. Oh, Captain, oh, Captain. Okay, question number 12. Question number 12. What type of car does Steve McQueen drive in the action-packed 1968 film Bullitt? What type of car does Steve McQueen drive in the action-packed 1968 film Bullitt? Oh, okay, Rhonda. That's understandable. Do you know what color it is, Mike Wheeler? Because you got the Mustang part right. So you'll get a point for that. Mike Wheeler with the Mustang. Welcome in, Mike. We have this question and one more question. It was not black. What type of car does Steve McQueen drive in the action-packed 1968 film Bullitt? It was a Mustang, and if you can guess the color, you'll get a bonus point. Kind of unusual color, probably, for a Mustang. And Russ gets it with green. With green. They say a Highland green Mustang. So either way, Mike gets the point for the Mustang. Russ gets it for the green. Okay, and the final question. Number 13. Which 1954 film starring Marlon Brando won 8 Oscars, including Best Motion Picture and Best Actor? Snow in the morning. It was not The Godfather. And I was going to guess that too because I didn't look at the answer before I said the question. Question 13. Which 1954 film starring Marlon Brando won 8 Oscars, including Best Motion Picture and Best Actor? And it's not The Godfather. And Mike Wheeler comes in with it, On the Waterfront. Way to go, Mike. On the Waterfront. That is all the questions I have for the movie trivia. I'd gotten this from a magazine that comes out monthly that my parents had. So that was the last question. I did do the questions slow enough. I can answer some if you would like to hear some of the other questions. But if anybody's playing along on the replay, they'll be able to play along because I gave the questions and then waited for the answers. Let's see if you know some of these, Mike and Russ. Who was the first cartoon character to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Yes, you did, Mike. You got 2 points. Play the Dance is Russ and Carol. But the first question was, who was the first cartoon character to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? See if you guys know that. Anybody that came in late. I know Rhonda knows it. And Russ gets it with Mickey Mouse. With Mickey Mouse. to say, Haley, hey there, dances, Russ and Carol. Yeah, I was just picking out a couple questions to give myself a half hour time. Thank you for joining in, Rob Fuzz. I was finishing up the trivia questions and I'm gonna probably sign off here in about a few moments because Nerd Talk comes on at 3 p.m. It's on What in the World with Russ's channel, and I believe they're going to be talking about a lot of the Disney Plus new films and shows that'll be coming up. I know they already went over some of the Star Wars feature shows and the Marvel feature shows, and there's plenty more coming. Welcome in. It's Joey's World, Lisa, Rob Fuzz. And I just finished the 13 trivia questions that I had. I could play a little bit longer. I do have a couple other cards. We'll play for another 10 minutes, but I don't want to step on. I don't want you guys all to miss mouse or nerd talk and everything else. Oh, you're welcome, Karki. Thank you for joining. Oh, okay. I didn't open these ones yet. You never know. You might get them. I think we did those ones already. Just looking for a couple cards just to play around here. Which of the following fruits have segments? Which of the following fruits has segments? A nectarine, B, a tangerine, C, an apple, or D, plum? Oh, okay. Yes, Russ, I will definitely keep that in mind there. Keep myself open. I say banana. Well, Mike Willer got part of the answer. It is letter B, tangerine. Letter B, tangerine. Okay, I will repeat some of the questions that were missed on the trivia. Yes. But number 3 on the movie trivia, sorry, I'm switching around. In which musical directed by Vincente Minnelli does Judy Garland sing the trolley song? In which musical directed by Vincente Minnelli does Judy Garland sing the trolley song? Yeah, an apple. And Mike Wheeler got the question. Meet me in St. Louis. Meet me in St. Louis. Here's an easy one for you. It's Joey's World. Julie Andrews made her feature film debut in which Disney movie? Julie Andrews made her feature film debut in which Disney movie? And James Ryan comes in and gets it with Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins. Way to go, James. Welcome in, James Ryan. Welcome in, Candy Mom. Yeah, you guys are all coming in nowadays, and I'm going to be getting ready to end because Nerd Talk comes on at 3 p.m. I know Pete McDevitt's doing all his great football streams. I know I'm going to try to be in the chat as much as I can during that Browns Steelers game, but who knows? The Steelers can be frustrating. But welcome in. I'm just throwing out some of the trivia questions that people have missed. These are like all over the place type trivia questions. They're not just Disney, they're all different types of movies and musicals. But let's see if anybody knows this question. Which 80s movie spawned 6 sequels and a TV series? Uh-oh, Russ is in trouble. Which 80s movie spawned 6 sequels and a TV series? Welcome in, England, Portugal. Go Browns. I love Amy, but I hope the Steelers are frustrating tonight for you. Yeah, they probably will. It just depends on which ones decide to show up. It's not Jaws, but that's a good guess because there are some crazy, crazy sequels there. But I will say it is a comedy. It is with ragtag type group of people, and then you wondered why they did 2 films and then kept on going, and then they did a television series. Hey, that's a good must be Friday the 13th. Oh, not the Apple Dumpling Gang, Mike. Steve Gutenberg starred in it. But a good guess from It's Joey's World with Jaws and Friday the 13th. The movie series starred Steve Gutenberg. 3 Men and a Baby. You'll probably be kicking yourself at Joey's World because I guarantee you saw at least one of them. And if I said what type of occupation they were, it would give it away. Beatboxing popular. But I will give the answer. It was the Police Academy of movies. The Police Academy movies. I've given so many good hints. Yeah, because I could have said, oh, it's about people becoming police officers. But it was the Police Academy movies. Okay, last question, and then I'm going to end the stream. In which film does Tom Hanks' character befriends a volleyball named Wilson? Yes, they are kind of funny, some of them. In which film does Tom Hanks' character befriend a volleyball named Wilson? And It's Joey's World gets a point for Castaway. Okay, Russ, I will see you in a few. And James Ryan gets it, and Mike Wheeler gets it, and England Portugal William gets it. It is Castaway. That was an interesting, long, nice, long movie. But yes, You always wonder how they would pull it off. But I do thank you guys all for jumping in. Just remember, it's Joey's World. You got 1 point better than Jeff and Garrett's. That's okay because I know I did shorts earlier and I dropped them. So then YouTube only gives you so many times that you can get notifications. So I was trying to share it out and everything. So well, as long as I am beating Jeff, then that's all good. Yes. And Mike Wheeler, he got 4 points, and James Ryan got 2 points. And England, Portugal, 1 point, and Karki, 1 point. Thank you. I'm making banana bread. Sorry for being quiet. No problem, Candy Mom. I'm getting ready to end the stream because I know Nerd Talk comes up. If any of you guys are into talking about the various nerdy type movies and television shows and book series and everything, that's a great show to jump in. And you never know, Dis Our Dreams is in there, and Tracy, Glenn, and Kenzie Days, and Russ. So you never know what may happen on stream also. A little bit of a comedic show. So I do thank everyone for joining. You can watch the replay. We did the first 13 questions. You can play along and try to guess. I did some towards the end just to give some people some questions as they came in. I know the notifications are kind of off and wonky, but I do thank everyone who had stopped in. Um, and I do appreciate that for watching all my videos and coming in and joining in on the fun. You never know when I may go live or drop a video. So make sure you hit that a notification bell if you have subscribed. That way you'll know when I go live or drop a video. So thank you very much. Have a great evening. I will see you in the chats and go Steelers. And have a great week, everyone. Bye.